beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk Live, that is. Listen, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined tonight by Sean Petrucci and Anthony Gavino. How are we doing tonight, boys?
Pretty good.
Doing good.
Fantastic, in the words of Brian DeGenero. Listen, we got some moves today, but before that, I do want to kind of touch on the Yankees catcher situation. I know Kyle Higashioka had something to say, because, listen, there's been stuff all offseason about Gary Sanchez should be gone. I don't know if people want Kyle Higashioka to take over or whatever, but also the fact that Kyle Higashioka is Garrett Cole's like kind of personal catcher. So I want to bring up the comments that he said. I think this was yesterday. He was asked about basically the awkward situation with Gary Sanchez and how he was always the starting catcher up until the struggles last season. He basically said, I think we're both professional about it. I don't think we hold it against each other. It's just we know we always need to be playing our best level, or else there's a possibility that we might not be playing too much. At least someone understands that.
At least he would probably know why he got benched.
Yeah, I mean,
He can just look at the box score every night and realize why he got benched.
No shade to Gary, but I mean, how doesn't he understand why he got benched?
I still can't believe he came out and said that publicly.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I mean, do you not know how you play every night? Like, you're at the plate. Like, you struck out, you ground out. Like, you don't hit the ball.
But he hits dingers, bro. He hits
people
dingers.
would shit on him still for like performing bad, but like the fact that he came out and said that and like he's playing stupid about it just makes him look like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I definitely have respect for Kyle Higashioka. I think he's after Gardner, he's been in the organization the longest out of anyone. Listen, the dude's just a grinder. We saw last season, like he came in and he did his thing, hitting home runs off Blake Snell in the playoffs, like just casual shit. But when he was asked about that, he said, I was really nervous because I never played in the playoffs before. I had minor league playoff experience, but it's not even close to the intensity that major league playoffs are. I was pretty nervous going into it. And I would say he performed better than expectations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And as Garrett Cole's personal catcher, I guess, and he's going to be Cole's personal catcher moving forward as well. I think that we need to have faith in Kyle Higashioka. I'm pretty sure we're still going to be seeing a lot of him next season, especially if Gary struggles once again. But what I do want to touch on here is I think we could get in a little situation if Gary Sanchez does perform very well next season. Like, because we know Gary has it in him, right?
Yeah,
we know Gary has the potential to hit 40 home runs in a season. So if we see Gary have a monster season next year, what do the Yankees do at catcher? Because we know Garrett Cole doesn't like pitching to Gary. But then again, you can't really bench Gary for Higashioka when he's red hot. So, like, what do you do in that situation?
That
Well, I mean, for catchers, they get their days off regardless because you can't be up behind the plate every day. So it could just be lined up so it's like, okay, we know we're going to give Gary a day when Garrett's on the mound
Yeah.
because he's not
I
going
don't
to
know.
catch 162 anyway. That's just
No. But that's the thing. It's like it makes it so much more difficult to have Higgy as Cole's guy if Gary's just a beast. So
Yeah.
I think what Gary needs to go into the season with is the mentality that he could destroy the game. Because we know he has that potential to do so. So if Gary Sanchez comes out and just shits on everyone, we're not having this discussion.
Yeah, I hope
I
he
think it's as
does.
simple as
I
that.
hope we can put this to bed. But
Also, if Cole likes Higgy as his personal catcher, who says Kluber and Tynan might want Higgy over Gary as well? When
Yeah, but then at that point, then
at
Higgy's
that point, then it's a Gary problem.
I don't think Kluber and Tyone have the reins to say that they like a certain catcher over someone else. Like, especially when you're the number 2 or 3 starter, like you just gotta suck it up. Like it doesn't really
You're
matter.
also not making like $300 million.
Yeah, when you're getting over $300 million, he could honestly say, "I want Patrick Hennessy to be my personal catcher," and they'll probably sign me to do it. But shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's see. We got Bright. We got CJ, Tyler, Swainer, Nick, Ryan, Ramon, Raymond. I don't know. Kevin. Even Para's in the chat, bro. Even
Is he
Para's
really?
in the chat.
Oh, I missed him.
Shout out to Para. But yeah, let's address some of the comments really quickly. How is Eric Kratz actually good at getting on base in 2020? And Gary Sanchez was hitting under 135.
Yeah,
because Eric Kratz is just a professional.
You guys remember what my motto was for last year, right? I'm a Kratz guy.
Yeah,
I love Kratz.
I'm gonna
Kratz
miss
is
him.
the love.
I'm gonna miss him.
Huge news. Colomé signed with the Twins for $6.5 million 1 year, and he's about the same value-wise as Rosendahl, so it could work in the same price range for the Yanks, maybe a bit less because he isn't as good as Colomé.
Yeah.
Listen, if Rosendahl is going to get $6.5 million, I'd pull the trigger on that in 0.5 seconds.
You probably could get it for less too, maybe like 5.
My only concern is Rosenthal is going to want a multi-year deal.
I don't know. If Colomé took a year, he'd be like, "All right, the market's not there for me. I might as well take a 1-year deal."
He's been if that's what he's waiting on. He's been.
I'm
waiting
surprised
long enough to
Colomé.
where, like,
I mean, that's a steal for Colomé, if we're being honest.
That's a good deal. Yeah.
Let's see. Hashtag Patrick316. Hashtag Anthony. Hashtag kidnapped. Hashtag Sean. Got a lot of hashtags tonight. That's all. Ryan, I agree, bro. Can Gary just go off in 2021 so this conversation can die off? It's as simple as that. If Gary goes off, the conversation goes off. That's it.
Yeah.
Would you be fine if Higgy was a starter and then trade Sanchez? No. I think Higgy's a solid backup, the same way I viewed Austin Romine. I didn't want Austin Romine as the starting catcher, but as a backup, like these guys get the job done. So
if Higgy had the same bat as Gary, maybe, but Higgy doesn't have that bat.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's better, but like we're apples and oranges, you know.
Like skill wise, potential wise,
yeah,
Gary's got it.
Yeah, obviously. Hashtag Para gum smacking boy. We know Para loves smacking those gums. Gary has been awful this past couple years. He's been way too streaky and he disappears in the playoffs. Can you guys imagine if Gary would have hit that home run against Boston? Like, we wouldn't even be having a conversation about him, right? Like, Gary would be forever a legend.
2 more feet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, 1 at bat could have changed his career.
Yeah.
Simple as that. 2 feet. 2 feet, Sean.
Think he thinks about that? Not like at the
I don't
plate.
think he cares.
Sometimes it's just like,
based on what I know of Gary, I really don't think he cares.
Okay, but if not that it bothers him or messes him up or anything, but like if I was a player and I was that close to like a career like defining moment, I would think about it.
Yeah. Do you guys see Cash pulling off a blockbuster with the Rockies for Trevor Story and Herman Marquez?
No.
They already came out and said Story's not being traded, right?
It'd be cool, but
which is weird. I'm so confused as far as that goes because why trade Arenado and not Story?
The Rockies GM said they're not rebuilding at the moment.
That doesn't make sense.
That's what I was going to say.
How are you not rebuilding, but you trade away your cornerstone of the franchise?
Not to mention Story's going to be a free agent, and why the hell would he want to go back if that team obviously doesn't want to win?
Think about it. Sorry, Rocky fans.
Yeah.
Like if you're Trevor Story and they just trade away Arenado, you're going to re-sign with them? Probably not.
No. Like, do they think they're going to sign him to an extension or something?
They're going to offer him like a shit ton of money just to get him to stay.
Yeah, that's probably the
and
reason why.
then we'll see what he wants. You see the Rockies GM or owner, I don't know who it was, came out and said that they regret like badly about letting DJ go.
No, I don't remember that. Oh yeah, I forgot.
They said
DJ
that
was on the
Yeah.
Rockies too,
they
bro.
said that like a couple days ago. They're like, yeah, like we wish we could have a redo on that one.
You think maybe you
It's
should
like-
hand out some money.
So like all the other teams have passed up on him for like what $12 million.
This was actually an interesting one. Nelson Cruz finally signed back to Twins.
Mhm.
To be completely honest with you guys, I didn't even know he was a free agent.
I don't know.
Like I think it was just set in stone. He was
He's
going
like
back to the Twins
40
from
too.
day one,
It's
and he's still a dog,
yeah. He's insane still. He's
a
like
tank.
he's one of the best hitters in the league. Just like
Don't give that dude a piss test.
skill
Bro.
wise, consistency wise.
It's not like a Sonny Gray situation where he couldn't perform in New York because Gary was a monster in New York a few years back.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's more of just a mental thing for Gary that he just has to get over the hurdle.
Yeah.
Gary had a monster debut and really hasn't lived up to it fully since. Listen, I think 2017 was a solid year for Gary.
That 2016 when he came out was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that was like Babe Ruth level shit. Like we knew we weren't getting that out of Gary consistently. Like we knew that. So I think what the issue also is for Gary is that probably mentally affects him that he came up in 2016. He would have been much better off if he came up and had like a decent start, like an average start. But the thing is, when he comes up in 2016 and dominates the entire league, almost wins Rookie of the Year playing in like 50 games,
well, he
it
gave,
sets
like,
the expectations
organization
so
hope,
high.
too.
Yeah.
It gave it was like, oh yeah, we have this guy and we got Judge coming up and all that kind of stuff.
He started the baby bomber movement.
Yeah, he started
really
like
what he did.
shit, we're not rebuilding, we're just retooling.
Felix Hernandez did sign a minor league deal with the Orioles. The only thing I have to say about that is I put it in our group chat today. I can't wait to score 15 runs off this dude in the middle of May. Like I'm just like this is the typical. Oh yes, Felix Hernandez pitching in the Bronx. He's not making it out of the second inning.
That's gonna be like the confidence booster game for a lot of guys.
Yeah. When the Yankees are off to like a really slow start to start the year,
because of course
Felix Hernandez, let's go. Aaron Judge, 3 bombs. Similar situation last year and years before. Victor Caratini was Yu Darvish's personal catcher last year and caught over Wilson Contreras, even though Wilson is a great catcher.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. But my thing is, when Gary said, if we're making the assumption that we're going to get like 2016, 2017 Gary. If we do get that type of Gary, especially in the postseason, there's no way he's sitting for Higgy. I just don't see it. Stan needs to make a career-defining moment. Was last year's postseason?
No, that postseason cemented him as like, all right, he's doing his thing. Like,
I mean,
if anyone shits on Stanton at this point, then that's on you.
I mean, the dude single-handedly carried this offense.
He also carried the shit out of them in 2019 when everybody else was hurt.
Yeah.
So everyone just likes to forget about that.
Wasn't that 2018?
2018. That's why.
2018. It's all right, Sean. You'll get over it. If I was Gary and that happened to me, then I would never try to be a disappointment. I think that's what it is. He's trying too hard to not be a disappointment. Because also, like, bro, other than like maybe Giancarlo Stanton, Gary's probably the most hated on player of the Yankees. Like by the media, by the fans, by everyone in baseball. It's probably Gary and Stanton to a lesser degree now, because after this postseason, I really haven't heard people talking shit about him. But it's all Gary. Like everyone who hated Stanton kind of jumped on the Gary hate bandwagon. You're like, you know what?
Stanton figured it out. Like he was great, and then everyone's like, all right, who sucks now?
Exactly. So like what Gary needs to realize is there is a way out of this. Just perform, and then they'll move on to hating like Aaron Hicks or something, you know?
I like that he played in the that Dominican league though. Like that he's working. He's trying to get better.
Because he definitely didn't have to do that. So it shows that he's at least putting in some sort of effort.
Yeah.
Rockies are officially a 100 last place team now because Arenado's gone and they aren't in a rebuild for a stupid reason. Yeah, why aren't they in a rebuild? Why?
I can't even think of anyone that's like maybe Charlie Blackmon, I guess, is like the second best player. And he's like old. It's not like a player you build around at this point.
I don't get it. Who's the new core for?
Hard to say. If healthy, Judge.
You know what the funny part is? If you would have asked me this question in 2017, I could give it to you with the snap of a finger. I'll tell you, Judge, Gary, Sevy, Betances, done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
And now it's like shit. Like I
Yeah,
don't
but
know who it is.
I think it's
right now it's nobody. Right now you can't really give that label to anybody. You gotta just stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about like if we're not like reinventing the core four and it's not like all homegrown guys, and we're just saying like the four
Well, yeah. Then
top
it's like
players on the team,
Cole. Like,
then I'd go like Cole, DJ, Judge,
Mm.
Voight, Chapman. I
Blade,
don't know.
Stan,
Yeah. The problem is the Yankees just have so many players that are all kind of like in the same bracket. It's tough to Also the health. I mean, we talked about that before.
Exactly.
That
It's
podcast is
all
coming out
about
tomorrow. It's all about the health. Let's see.
all about the health.
Where were we anyway? Oh, why can't these guys ever stay healthy? That's a really good question, right?
Tune
We
in
will
tomorrow.
address that
We'll tell you why.
tomorrow at 12 p.m. on the Unhinged Yankees YouTube channel. Stay tuned for that.
I think the big thing with that is that they're a lot of talk is that they're focusing on just weightlifting and not other things they need to worry about,
Like
Like
standing bench
weightlifting?
pressing women.
like just durability, speed, like sometimes we wince when we see Judge run down first because he can barely make it to first if he's really like going like full speed.
I just want to see.
Level up sometimes.
I just want to see Stanton bench press Brian. That's all I want. Like, imagine a video of Stanton. Whatever. Let's not get into that right now. Stanton was on fire in the postseason, but I want to see a clutch home run that actually matters. The Yankees didn't make it out. If they made it out, it would have been a career-defining moment. But that's not true because that's like saying DJ's home run against the Astros wasn't a career-defining moment just because the Yankees couldn't do anything after that. Like, you can't put anything on Stanton. Like, his grand slam in game one, that was, I mean, you're going to tell me that wasn't clutch?
It was icing on the cake.
Let's see. If Stan didn't have this monster postseason in 2020, he would still get so much hate. I agree. And it just shows the recency bias of Yankee fans and baseball fans in general, honestly. When Gio gets back, I have a feeling power numbers increase. Did you guys see he might not be ready for the start of spring training?
Yeah.
But he said
which is just ridiculous because we knew he had that problem, that bone spur. So why did they wait so long?
Yeah.
To address it. They always do that, man. I don't get it.
Compares 2020 season as 2019 season. He isn't a power bat. Who are we talking about? Gary?
You know what that means, by the way? If Gio isn't ready, that means Tyler Wade is probably the
don't say
in the
that.
opening day lineup. But because DJ's going to go over to third.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Let's just talk about Gio as like a diamond in the rough. Like I remember the day they claimed him from the Blue Jays, and I was like, "What's this?" And then he just
That's when he couldn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only experience I had with Gio Urshela before that was, I mean, we knew he was good on the Indians. We knew he couldn't hit, but like the dude could field. Like he made like dazzling plays against us. Yeah. But what I do remember of Gio Urshela, didn't he make like an error in the 2017 postseason that like ended up really costing the Indians?
Was that when they played us?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Chat, remind the boys here because
Did he play though?
Yeah,
I feel like Jose played.
Listen,
Jose Ramirez played third, did he not?
I don't know why, but I remember Gio Urshela on the Indians in 2017 ALDS making an error at third base. Chat, I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. I say the next person the Yankees fans shit on is Jason Dominguez when he comes up too soon and gets absolutely shit on.
Or he comes up and strains every muscle in his body because he just looks like this.
Jesus.
He's a walking injury.
Maybe Gary should go wave bandanas with Brian and Gardner.
Bananas.
Wave banana. And the funny part is I just read it as bandanas, but it's actually bananas. D-Rob and Matanzas are missed. The former guys. Not really. Like, I don't miss current Dellin, but I do miss like unstoppable Dellin. Yeah. Oh, they aren't flexible. Anthony, do you agree?
What aren't flexible?
The players, they're not flexible.
Oh.
Well,
I was like, who isn't?
They're not flexible.
Because you were saying about how they
stretch and shit, you know?
Oh.
Never trust Aroldis Chapman. I trust Chapman.
We talked about this not too long ago. It's just like his blemishes just are in like the biggest spotlight situation.
Bro, I told you, bro. He did make an error.
Yeah, I found the video.
He did. Gardner hit a grounder, and he made a bad throw. Thank you, guys. This is why I win trivia, bro.
It was game 4.
Game 4
Mhm.
at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, bro. I'm just an almanac, I guess.
King of useless information.
Mhm.
You know, Sean, you could leave, bro. Yeah, you could just dip.
I could pull a pair.
Yeah, what was I never even asked Parra about that. He just dipped. I can't believe Judge was ranked below Soto, Acuna, and Betts in right field rankings. Listen, I don't know why people put so much thought into these rankings that MLB Network puts out. I don't care, like,
No
at
one
all.
cares.
Like, I'll be like on stream one night and someone like will come in the chat and be like, "Oh, like MLB Network just ranked DJ the number 1 second baseman." Like, okay, I don't really care what they have to say. And like, I get Brian Kenny's like cool with all of his like analytics and whatever. But like, I genuinely like.
They probably factor health into that too.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's
I'm not really
bias,
mad
too.
at that. I'm really not that mad.
No, Judge, have a chip on your shoulder going into the
Yeah,
season.
exactly.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Heller or Krisky and Allen to a team for a reliever, for a reliever and or cash.
I keep forgetting we have Ben Heller.
Who wants Greg Allen though?
Nobody.
Is he a valuable commodity on the trade market?
Nobody wants Greg Allen.
Yes. Hashtag DTP. Don't trust Pat. Yes, that is what hashtag DTP is. If you guys were on the Twitch stream, you would know. But just saying, you lost the power though, Pat. All right, you know what? Like, why are we coming at me? Like, it wasn't my week last week. Para, we know he studies every week now. Apparently, like, the dude goes on baseballreference.com and just studies the 2008 season like there's nobody's business. So what I'm doing this week? Wait, what's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow's trivia. All right, so tomorrow I'm going to go on Baseball Reference, study the hell out of the 2007 season, and I'm guaranteeing a win tomorrow. Yeah, I'm guaranteeing a win tomorrow.
If I got on a trivia at this point, I wouldn't get a single thing.
If Pat doesn't win, he's dumping a whole gallon of water on his head. I
literally never said that, so take that with a grain of salt. Chapman cannot be depended on in the big moments. He always chalks. Not to hate, but I just don't.
No, he has messed up a lot in these big clutch moments.
He's chalked a lot.
I still trust. I do still have some trust, but I'd rather have Britton out in like bottom of the ninth to close.
Same.
I'd rather have like Zach Britton out there, or
Chad. But also Green. Because like Britton just doesn't give up bombs like Chapman does.
No, he doesn't. Once he hangs his like fucking breaking ball, but
Chapman just needs to pop a chalky. Have you guys seen those TikToks?
Yes. Yeah.
You know you have, Sean, or else you
wouldn't. No, I swear to God. No,
yes, you have.
Why would I lie?
Talking about the chalky milk?
Yes. My girlfriend broke up with me. I'm popping a chalky milk to make everything better. I'll send one in the chat. I mean, listen, I usually
lie about that.
I don't usually find like TikTok trends funny, but like I don't know why, but like popping a chalky milk like that just gets me. Don't get me wrong, I'm a stats guy and I love math, but Brian Kenny is a joke. His takes are complete trash. Johnny, that is a fair ass statement, bro. Fair. Very fair. I don't mind Brian Kenny. I think he's like a smart baseball mind, but people like to think his rankings are the be all end all of life. It's just not. Imagine Guardy goes to Old Timers Day. He'll probably want to hit the dugout with his bat if he doesn't.
He'll be invited to Old Timers Day.
Oh yeah, bro. He'll be on there in a fucking wheelchair.
He'll be like laying down bunts, just sprinting around the bases, like sliding in the outfield.
Yes, Pat loses to Parra and slapping gums. I definitely do not slap my gums as great as Parra does. I'll literally have my blindfold on, and all I hear is just him slapping his gums. Like, Parra, relax, dude. Yes, Pat is guaranteeing a win. Pat is doing so. I'll talk about myself in the third person for the rest of the night if that's what you guys enjoy. Can we recognize that the Yankees had some interesting players from 2008 and 2017? Matt Holliday, Pudge Rodriguez, Lalo.
Oh my God!
I mean, we could just go on and on. Like Troy Tulowitzki, Travis Hafner, Vernon Wells, that entire 2013 team. I mean, Kerry Wood. Who else?
The team was so great.
Lance Berkman. Ichiro, I wouldn't really put in the weird category because he was actually productive and was with the Yankees for a couple years. Yeah. So I don't know if I put him in like the weird category. But bro, like guys like Pudge Rodriguez, like that was just
Lyle Overpay.
Richie Sexson. Who remembers Richie Sexson?
Yeah,
I remember.
He was a Mariner, right, for a while.
Yes, bro. I was so excited when he came over because he was like a tank. Like he was like Aaron Judge. Dude was like 6'7" and just hit bombs. Joking, Pat. Para is Jose Altuve, just a foot taller. Also, remember what I said about Pete Alonso. Yeah, Futai, I remember you said you think Pete Alonso is going to eventually be a Yankee. I disagree.
Oh.
I don't see it happening. I don't want Pete Alonso, like, at all.
No.
A-Rod or Jeter? I'm picking A-Rod. Easy.
Jeter.
My heart says Jeter, but skill level is A-Rod.
My heart says A-Rod. And skill level says A-Rod. I love A-Rod. No?
I love Jeter's my guy.
Growing up, you guys like Jeter over A-Rod?
Yeah, growing up,
I always liked A-Rod better than Jeter.
I mean, I love them both, but I think Jeter was, the face I would love to see every night.
Interesting. I mean, I just didn't think
Like,
Jeter was as
Jeter was
fun
the
as
face of the
A-Rod.
Yankees.
Yeah,
When
but
we're-
okay,
when
I
we're-
liked A-Rod better.
I'm saying when we're growing up and we're huge Yankee fans, he's a face of the Yankees. Like, you're probably
Sure.
going to like him more.
A-Rod's still better, but
I agree. He's a better baseball player.
Okay,
I'm just saying,
great,
I like
great.
Jeter better.
Moving on. What's up, Julio? How are we doing tonight, my man? Gardner comes to Alzheimer's Day in an afro wig disguised as Reggie.
Why would he
Interesting.
come-
And that's a Swainer. I'll give you an A+ for creativity. All right. If Pat loses trivia, he will dump potting all over.
Pudding.
I'm assuming he means pudding.
Pudding.
I'm not doing that. No. So take that with a grain of salt once again. Yo, Jalen! Shout out Jalen in the chat. Higgy basically just said that. Let's go back. He basically just said that, like, he knows that they need to be playing at their best level, or else you're not going to be playing that much. Something that Gary doesn't realize. Higgy realizes that this is a competition, and if he doesn't play up to standards, they'll replace him. Just like how if Gary doesn't play up to standards, they'll replace Gary. No love for Vernon Wells.
Does
You
he
know what I
deserve it?
remember about Vernon Wells? Getting thrown out by Aaron Hicks, going for a triple. You guys remember that?
Mhm.
That was when Hicks was on the Twins.
Mhm.
Hicks
Hashtag
always
Patrick's
had-
316 all-time unhinged trivia champion. It's true.
I won the first one that I retired, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, no one else's fault but your own. Just saying.
No, because I realized that my game was declining, so I retired on top.
Sexton was a big power hitting 6'6" stud that I used to destroy my brother with in MLB The Show. Like, how many MLB The Shows do you have to go back for that? Like MLB 06,
Wow.
MLB
No,
07?
I don't know if they had the first one I played was 08. I don't know if that one.
First
before
one
that.
I
It
used
came
to
out
play
with
like
PS3, I think, and that was like 08.
the first MLB games I used to play were the 2K ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like MLB like 2K5, I think
No,
was
I used to
it
play
had
the
Jeter on the cover.
Bigs. The Bigs was the first MLB game I played on PSP.
Really?
Long
The Bigs
The
Bigs came out in like 2007, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember playing because Jeter was on 2K5 and 2K6, if I'm not wrong. Or
I
2K6,
never owned
2K7.
those. Never owned those
Really?
games.
I used to love those. If you like Jeter more than A-Rod, you probably remind the teacher to collect the homework. Jalen, that's so true.
Listen, I didn't say he was a better baseball player.
Did you remind the teacher to collect the homework?
Fuck no, I didn't do the homework.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what they all say. Meanwhile, you're handing the teacher an apple after you go apple picking with your family.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
Yeah, that's you. That's you. Oh,
Yeah.
Miss Wilson, I brought you a Granny Smith from the orchards. That's Sean. And he's
That's
chopping
Ryan.
it up with his knife on the desk. The only reason I think it is because he is great friends with Hank Steinbrenner's son. I remember you said that, Futai. I still don't see Pete Alonso coming to the Yankees. I just don't.
I don't want
Bro,
Peter
look what I said further up about the milk, please. Did I miss that?
So there's a lot of comments.
Yeah.
Milk. Oh, okay. CJ, I'm not addressing that. What the fuck? If you guys want to see it, you can scroll up, but I'm not popping that up on stream.
What time is it?
I have no idea. I've been saying this for the past 2 seasons, but I'm gonna say it again.
Oh,
Aaron Judge will win MVP. That's a fair statement.
Oh, I
It's a
see.
very fair
If
statement.
he's healthy, then yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, going into every season, Aaron Judge is always my pick for MVP. Like every single
Aside
season.
from Mike Trout, he's the best player in the American League. So, and he plays in the Yankees. So if he has like a big season, he's gonna win.
Why you
Well-
pick A-Rod over Jeter? I'll give my reasoning. You know what? I'll go solo for this one. Because apparently I'm on my own, right? It's okay though. It's okay. So A-Rod is an absolute beast. I loved A-Rod. He was a showman, right? And he hit bombs. That's why I like A-Rod. Simple as that. I think it was the home runs for me. Like seeing A-Rod just launch one like 500 feet,
Mhm.
like that just did it for me as a kid. Jeter hitting like an opposite field single didn't really get the job done for young Patrick. First MLB The Show I played, I believe, was MLB 06 Show on PSP. I want to say David Ortiz was on the cover of that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Dude, do you have like a photographic memory, man? It's like I can ask
Bro,
you
you
anything
don't-
from like 2003, and you fucking know
Wait,
it.
did you see who's on the new cover for this year though?
That piece, yeah. MLB 06 The Show. Fucking Ortiz was on the cover. I have a photograph. Call me Cam Jansen because I got that photographic memory. You guys remember Cam Jansen?
No.
Sean?
Who?
Cam Jansen?
Cam Jansen.
You never read those books in school. The girl with the photographic memory?
Cam Jansen?
No,
Cam Jansen.
no.
No.
Were you
Alright,
doing the
you guys-
homework on that? Were you doing the homework?
Yes,
on Cam Jansen?
bro. Cam Jansen. She used to like. There was all these little books about like her photographic memory adventures. Whatever, bro. What?
No.
There's no love for me in this chat.
That up.
Look it up, guys. If the season were to start next week without no more moves, how confident are you with this current team? If they stay healthy, I'm very confident.
Yeah. If they stay healthy, they're going to the World Series. If they stay healthy.
Yeah. Okay,
100%.
I know this is like off topic again, but like since we're talking about children's books, do you guys remember Henry and Mudge at least?
Yes.
No.
Sean, you
What
were
kind of
literally a
school
little
system did you go
child.
through? What kind of school
The New
system
York
did you
City
go through?
public school system. You
I
never
didn't.
read Henry and Mudge. The little boy,
I didn't
he
go
has
to
this
school in
big ass
New York.
dog,
Yeah.
and they used to do all these things together, like Henry and Mudge bake a cake, and then the book is all about them baking a cake.
Yeah. That was like the Berenstein Bears and all the
Yes. Also, the Berenstein Bears is apparently like a Mandela effect.
Yeah.
We're like unhinged conspiracy theory here.
Yeah.
Like, how do you spell Berenstein Bears? I don't know. I don't want to get demonetized, so we're not going to address it. But, you know, real question is, when will the Martian get his time to come up and play?
Like 3 or 4 years, probably.
I say tomorrow. I'm 12. To be fair, people love DJ the same way they love Jeter. I would. I think if
I
DJ
don't know
just
about
came
that
up
because
in the same way as
I was
Jeter.
gonna say because like a lot of people love Jeter because like homegrown Yankee, like at least for me, like personally, like growing up, it's like homegrown guy, like you love that guy growing up, you watch him. DJ's been a Yankee for like 2 years. We love him just because he's really good for us. There's
Do you
not
have
that same kind of love.
an
effect.
unhinged tattoo on your arm? God forbid you get arrested. They'll just be figures the dude was unhinged. Yes, I do have an unhinged tattoo on my arm. I do.
Do you actually?
Yeah, look.
Wait, he just got it.
Yeah, I got it like
Oh,
last
I
week.
just got one too. Not unhinged.
Yeah,
but-
imagine. Oh, wait, you
Not
got a
un-
tattoo?
Yeah, I did.
No way. You want to show it?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, is that like an
Yeah.
Irish cross?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fire. Wait, when'd you get it?
Like a month ago.
Hey,
Yep.
Sean, let's go. Tattoo buddies, let's go.
Dude, I already want more, man.
No, same.
It's an
Like,
addiction.
no.
Once it fills up and you're ready to go, you're like, all right, what's my next one?
No, Sean, you all right? Now this is like the tattoo enthusiast podcast. So like, bro, literally the night I got home, like I couldn't go to sleep because I was just online like looking up other tattoos. Like I've already picked out like 4 more I want to get.
I'm already like thinking about like looking at my body. It's like, all right, that'll look good there. It's just like,
It's an addiction. We need help. But yeah, moving on.
fucking
So all we need Gary to do is bat 260 with like 30 home runs, solid defense. Yeah, I would agree.
I would
260
take
with
that
30
10
home
times
runs.
out of 10. Oh
Like,
my god, yeah.
I'll take average defense. It
I would
doesn't even
take
need to
like
be solid.
240 with like 30 home runs.
Yeah.
I don't care about his average.
Hashtag clueless Sean. You don't know Cam Jansen. You don't know Henry and Mudge. Like, what are we doing?
Name another children's book that you like.
Junie B. Jones.
Yes, okay, I know who that is.
Okay, all right. You know, all right. What
Yeah.
about I would say Goosebumps, but like obviously.
Yeah, yeah. I know who
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Okay. Pat, that kid who would go to the book fair and buy everything.
Yeah.
Those book fairs were fire.
They were. No, I
Yeah.
used to look forward to those all the time, like getting those like just crazy erasers and pencils and shit.
All right,
That's fun.
we got another little off track story here from me. Speaking of book fairs, right? I remember I must have been like 8, maybe 7. Went to the book fair, so excited. My mom gave me like $20 in an envelope. I go to the book fair and they have like these Clifford books in a box set, and it's in the shape of a doghouse. And it came with a Clifford bookmark. It wasn't one of those paper bookmarks, bro. It was a long string with like a Clifford stuffed animal at the end, and it like hangs out the book.
Did you
But it
buy
was
it?
like $25, and I had like 20. But
Uh,
my friend's mom gave me like $5, so I got the box set. I wish I could find the bookmark, bro.
But you have the set.
I don't know where this at. Like it's probably in the garage somewhere. But I remember having the box set with the big red dog house and the Clifford bookmark. So off track, but that's fine.
I used to love those places.
Yeah.
Not on the same level, but they love him for the same reasons. No, yeah, they definitely love him for the same reasons. That's a fair statement, Jalen. I'll argue the next point next time I'm on. Go for it. But yeah, no, I see it only because DJ and Jeter are you could copy and paste them as players.
I see what he's saying. Like kind of like personality wise, it's like
They do what they got to
very
do,
similar. Yeah,
and they go home. Like you're not going to
exactly.
get
Yeah, I
the
see what he's
crazy
saying.
comments.
I see what he's saying.
Brandon needs a hashtag shut up Brandon tattoo. If he gets that, I will pay for it.
If he gets like really big, colorful pattern letters all over his back, be a lot of money.
I mean, I don't know if I would even approve. I would be like, Brandon, like, you want to do that? Like, I'm not paying for it because you're going to regret it in like 2 days. Oh, Percy Jackson. Okay. I got the complete set of Percy. I'm going to be honest. I always thought Percy Jackson books were too complicated for me. So I never gave them a shot. Same way as like Harry Potter. Never read Harry Potter.
Bro.
Never watched Harry Potter. No.
You're yelling at me. You're yelling at me. And
I never did it. I never did it.
Fuck
Pat,
you.
Clifford books and a Clifford bookmark.
Clip that.
Clifford books and a bookmark, bro, of Clifford.
I thought you were gonna say something really fucking cool, and then you go, well, bookmark.
All the hype. Bro, it's a fucking Clifford bookmark. All right, back to Yankees. What should the Yankees' next move be? Trevor Rosenthal.
Yeah, Trevor Rosenthal, or just go start the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Or Shane Green.
I got Banjo-Kazooie for PS2 at a book fair.
What?
Isn't that a video game? I don't remember them selling.
PS2.
I don't know if my school was the only one that had these, but did you guys have like boutiques?
What do you mean boutiques?
Yes.
Like there would be like a few times a year, like where they would set up the gym with like all these different vendors, and they would sell like there would be like one vendor that sold like Pokemon cards, baseball cards, like, and then they would have like another table that sold like gifts and stuff. Like it was fire.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
I used to have like they used to have like little like it wasn't like a boutique. It was just like a bunch of like kind of like a book fair, but not books around like Christmas time.
Yeah,
you just get shit for like your family.
I feel like since he is retired, people don't like DJ as much as A-Rod's personality is.
No,
Derek Jeter. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
A-Rod's personality. Is that just me? No, that's absolutely the case, especially because Jeter's the owner of the Marlins now. And once you're an owner, you're always in a negative light, like no matter what. So he just can't win at this point.
That's a very good point.
Also, because bro, A-Rod's like a mainstream A-list celebrity.
Yeah,
like this dude is going to like the fucking Grammys and shit because he's like, aren't he and J-Lo like engaged now?
Yeah, they're engaged.
Bro, this dude's set for life. Like,
they're not married yet?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
I don't really keep up with the A-Rods and Lopez's, so I couldn't really tell you. Pat looks like he was a teacher's pet in elementary.
Yeah.
Like what? All right. If I'm being honest, in elementary school, like I think all the teachers kind of did like me, but that's because like I was like the class clown kind of kid. And like usually teachers hate that, but I was like a class clown in like a good way. Like I would make the teacher laugh. So like they liked me. But like I would never like bring an apple and like drop it on the desk. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Like you.
Yeah, totally.
Me, wow, a bookmark. Man, that's better than Brett Gardner. Right?
Yeah.
Bro, I'll take that Clifford bookmark.
I'd be much more excited to get a bookmark than to meet Brett Gardner in person.
Yes, they did it for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm telling you, Clint Frazier's going to bat near 300 and probably bat 5 or 6 in our lineup.
Yeah.
He definitely has the potential. Listen, I've said it. If the Yankees like have the same amount of injuries as they did last season, Clint can easily be like a 3 or 4 hitter. Like I'm pretty sure he batted there at some point last season as well.
Yeah.
My mom was one of those people that chaperone those school boutiques. Bro, that's fire because then, like, if you ever like ran out of money, you just run up to your mom, be like, "Mom, can I get another $5?" Like, Joey just got a pack of baseball cards that I want too. A-Rod got a YouTube channel. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that?
Who?
A-Rod got a YouTube
No,
channel.
but he has been making like TikToks with J-Lo and whatnot.
I saw those. Yeah, I saw that. MLB The Show cover athletes: David Ortiz, David Wright, Ryan Howard, Dustin Pedroia, Joe Mauer ×2, Agon McCutcheon, Cabrera, Puig, Donaldson, Griffey Jr., Judge, Harper, Baez, Tatis Jr. I probably could have named all those.
Wow.
The Harper cover was like the worst looking video game cover of all time.
Because but the issue was like they had to wait until he signed in like February. Like they're so stupid.
Yeah, but you couldn't come up with a better graphic. If you already got him in the Phillies uniform, you couldn't come up with something better. What?
Yo, you literally look like that kid from Recess, bro.
Wait. Wait.
Futai, you're so onto something here, bro.
I kind of do.
Oh my god. Wait, what's his name? TJ?
TJ.
Oh my god, that's
looks
fucking
kind of fat,
Sean.
though. I'm not fat.
Now Sean's offended. No, Sean, like no joke.
His hair?
Chop off like 15 pounds. Chop off 15 pounds and you're this kid. No joke.
That's good. No, that's good. I like that.
Wait, so who's the kid that got gum in his hair?
Yeah, I don't know the kid that got gum.
Yeah, who is that?
Just typed in a Recess gum in here. All right. Okay.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. If he's offended, I need to see this.
Wait a minute. I'm a little bit confused because I don't know if this is who we're talking about, but I might need to pop this up.
Yeah, please do it. Is it the kid with like that?
Okay, so let me just take the graphic off the screen really quick. I'm a little bit confused because Futai.
Oh, he said Anthony. He said Anthony.
Is this Anthony though? Oh, Anthony's the one with the gum in his hair.
My hair
still doesn't really look like either one of us. But yeah, I was so offended for a minute because I'm like, I consider myself.
Is he talking about this picture after?
I don't really see it. It kind of looks like Para after he shaved his head, like once quarantine first started. That's what I kind of see there. But yeah, but definitely TJ. Like Sean, you're TJ, like by far.
Yeah, a slimmer version though, not fat.
In school on Fridays, Pat would raise his hand and ask for homework when the teacher wouldn't give out any. I definitely would not. Like I would be the one to be like, "Yo, we're not doing homework this weekend, teacher."
Would you say it like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I with my skateboard. I was like, "Yeah, gnarly, bro." Yeah, no, yeah, okay.
Slap the shit out of you.
Glaber is gonna finish top 3 in MVP after a crazy comeback in 2021. I hope so.
That's a hot take. I hope so though. He's my favorite Yankee.
Too bad it wasn't a Clifford book with a homemade Gardner bandana. Damn, imagine.
I wouldn't buy it.
I would. In kindergarten, I had to sit with the teacher the whole year because I told a girl boys go to college to get more knowledge. Yo, CJ, you really snapped on her, bro. You really snapped on that girl. I mean, rumor is that girl is now Kylie Jenner. So, like, joke's on you. My bad, Anthony, the one with gum in his hair. It's the one with glasses.
What? Oh, this one.
Ah, okay. All right.
That's the one I found.
Sure. I can see that one a little bit more. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I could see that. I don't have blonde hair.
We can make it happen. That's like you after escaping Brandon's dungeon.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Each give a bold prediction for 2021. I'll go first. My bold prediction is that Aaron Judge is going to play over 140 games. Just saying.
On the spot like this. Holy shit.
Just saying.
Oh, man.
Are you talking about just baseball or you want to talk about Yankee predictions?
I don't really care.
God.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, guys. I mean, what the fuck?
You had that like ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's like just make a bold prediction. It's not that serious.
I want to say.
I don't want to just make it up on the spot because I don't really believe in it. You know.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on, I guess, because no one can make a bold prediction.
Maybe Corey Kluber wins comeback player of the year.
Fair. Very fair.
Like that. How about Clint Frazier finishes with the most home runs in the Yankees?
Love it. See, fucking, was it that difficult?
No. That's the
No.
first thing that popped into my head. And I was like, wait,
Cam Jansen. Let's
it's
go.
bold for a reason. So
Yeah, CJ was really off to a great start with the ladies from a very young age.
what
Great
was
start.
that? That's how you flirt back then.
Yeah.
Make fun of him.
Our wild card is going to be the rotation, though. Cole's going to be good, but if Kluber and Tyone don't perform well, it's going to be a repeat.
Could you imagine if they do perform like to their potentials though, and like Sevy comes back?
I'm sorry, but like shit, this is just too accurate,
That's
bro.
what I was laughing at.
Oh my god! Wait, now I gotta.
Hated that kid. I hated that kid.
Oh my god, this is Anthony, bro.
It's not the same color hair though. I don't think.
No,
but
it's
cool.
not. I look like him.
It's not. It's like, you know what it reminds me of? I'm trying to. Like, imagine like a combo of like Brandon and Anthony. And like, that's what this is. Like, tell me not. That's literally if like Brandon and Anthony had a kid.
Bro, I want to punch the shit out of that kid. Oh my god.
Oh god. Whatever.
That's a weird movie too, by the way.
What has this really live turned into?
Have you realized how fucked up that movie is?
No, what's the issue about it?
The dead guy on the train? Like that hobo? I'm pretty sure he's a ghost. Was he a ghost?
Anthony would know.
He
was a ghost.
Movie. He was a ghost.
I watched it once in an after-school program.
It's a weird movie, but it was good. It's classic. It was weird.
It's that kid from Barney. Oh, this is a bold prediction. Tyler Wade will be our best player and lead us to the World Series. Anthony, if that happens, I'll dump a gallon of milk on my head.
If that happens, you give me the rights to Unhinged New York.
Now we're pushing it. now we're kind of pushing it just a little bit.
Nah, I feel like if Brett, I don't know, if Brett Gardner would win the World Series for us, Pat's got to get a Brett Gardner tattoo, but he wouldn't do that.
I would. I'll get like the number 11 tatted.
No,
I think that's fair. If he hits like a walk-off home run to win the World Series.
Okay, last time you said he wouldn't hit a home run. You
think Brett like Game 7 World Series, Brett Gardner?
First of all, we gotta make sure it's Yankees first before we make these predictions.
It's happening. It's gonna happen. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap things up for us tonight before we get off on any tangents about like recess or
we
Clifford.
could do this for like hours at this point.
No, this is, if I don't end it here, we're gonna go on for like 2 hours. However, I am gonna be going live on Twitch. If anybody wants to talk about like Clifford bookmarks or whatnot, that'll be the time and place for it. Pop in the link in the chat right now, twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. I will be live on there in about 5 minutes. Listen, we could talk about boutiques. We could talk about teachers' pets. We could talk about apples. We could talk about Sean cutting apples on a teacher's desk. We could talk about Clifford bookmarks. Anything your heart desires. 5 minutes on Twitch. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. We will be live once again tomorrow night. Podcast coming out on the Unhinged Yankees YouTube channel tomorrow at 12 p.m. Appreciate you all. What do I end it with tonight? Oh, I got it. No, I got it. All right.
New.
Hope to see some of you guys on Twitch in about 5 minutes. We do need new clips. Hope to see some of you guys on Twitch in about 5 minutes. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. After having a 6-2 lead, they allow a 10-run inning, a 10 spot to the Blue Jays.
Shout out to the bullpen, y'all.